I'll be honest. Like everyone goes to the party and shit.
Yeah.
But like
Check
outside of like, that was like the first time I went to Vegas and I did not party,
Yeah.
and I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Not partying?
It's
Yeah.
way better now.
Vegas,
Really?
Vegas has like fucking everything you can fucking think of, like health. Like it was just a wild place, and then like when you're off the strip a little bit, it just kind of felt like you're in a suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
I
were,
could see that.
we were in a suburb. Like a nice
Literally, we're in a suburb.
Where did you guys stay?
All right, bro.
we
you guys
stayed
stay?
like right between Henderson and Las Vegas.
Okay. Yeah.
So we were like
But
10 minutes from the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
that's not
everything's
bad.
basically 10
Yeah.
minutes from
Yeah.
the airport, but
It's just
a
it's
nice
so
area.
hard when you're on the strip. It's impossible to moderate, right? Like,
What do you mean?
Like to be like, you know what? I've probably had enough drinks
Oh,
tonight, or
yeah.
like because they'll sell gallons and like or all of this shit, and you're just like, I don't.
There's
there are no
everything
rules.
everywhere all the time.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like
About
women
Fremont
in
Street,
boxes
bro.
whipping people. Like it's just like, all right, I'm gonna turn up, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
When in Vegas?
We always went to Vegas for college for golf, and we'd stay in Henderson, and we could never go to the strip because our coach wouldn't let us. But then we'd always sneak out and go.
Is Henderson like a neighboring city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
It's a like somewhat upscale suburb kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Minnetonka-ish.
Yeah, that's a
Talking
good.
about-
Compared to
That's a
like,
good comparison for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
That's a nice area.
Yeah. Nobody
Um,
knows what the fuck Minnetonka is, but hey.
No, but look it up. Lake Minnetonka. All right, we got Cody and Joe from Keighley North on. Cody's coming off a win from an amazing fight. Round 3.
Bro.
Liver shot?
Incredible.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. How'd you? Okay, so I was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be so crazy. I must have gotten there early last time because I feel like we found
You
a
did.
spot easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, we'll just show up. You know, we got to get Felix ready. And
Yeah, no,
They
he's been-
oversold the
Yeah,
venue.
he oversold.
Packed.
He
Damn.
oversold it out.
Packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, he talked to the guy the day of, and he's like, "We're sold out, and we have people still wanting to buy tickets, but we're over fire code." And the owner was just like, "I don't care, just like
pack 'em.
shoulder to shoulder."
yeah. Yeah.
That's
it
what
was.
they did though. But
Yeah.
I guess he's been talking. They're gonna move to maybe a bigger venue.
Good.
Yeah.
Target
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah, of course.
No big deal. That'd be fucking good.
One more step up.
Yeah. Dude, it was fun though. It's always fun to watch those fights, even the ones before you, and just seeing everybody like hyped up. And the first and second round, I was nervous.
Oh shit! Tell me more.
So I was like, because
I like it.
you know, from an audience standpoint, I'm like, they should be hitting. What if I feel like Cody isn't like giving it his all, but
Yeah.
when you're in there, you're probably just like way harder to catch your breath and.
I was chilling first round. First round, I didn't want to do anything. I was just chilling. I was just trying
Yeah.
to figure out everything, how he moved and stuff. But like, dude, homie came out to fight.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing that, I was getting cracked.
Yeah.
I was getting hit for sure. But
He was way better than I thought.
Way.
Yeah.
dude,
than I thought.
yeah,
Yeah.
He was good. Like
Yeah.
he was good.
Yeah.
he's a dog
Yeah.
for sure. He hit hard. I felt every shot.
He had the crazy eyes for sure too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit, not like Cody though. Cody's crazy eyes are
That's-
fucking.
Dude.
Yeah, that's
Picture
next.
on Facebook. I was like, holy fuck.
That's my favorite picture from that fight.
Dude, incredible. Who took that?
I don't even know.
I have no idea, but I'm
Dude.
gonna get it framed. For
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
no, dude, that's so weird.
That's an incredible picture.
Yeah, but it was wild. Yeah, first round I just figured him out, and then second round kind of set a couple things up, and then third round I just kept on seeing him move his arm, and I was like, I'm gonna snatch that liver. And
Like a
it
chess
happened,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But no, he was tough for sure. It was a wild situation, and the most emotional build up to it, because obviously I got news with Joe, we'll get his cancer stuff, but I told the promotion that, and then literally 3 days.
It was like a day later. It was so quickly after.
After I
What?
basically told the promotion the cancer stuff with Joe, the promotion wrote back out and was so Andy's dad just got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, do
What
we
the
even-
fuck?
Yeah, basically. And I was like,
That's the promoter's dad?
No, that's who I fought.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then
Bro, it
his
gets
dad died
Like a day before, like 2 days
yeah.
before the fight.
Oh my god.
So like,
dude.
bro,
and you knocked him out? What an asshole.
I mean,
Bro,
Ryan
that's
said,
horrible, though.
Bro, it was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Cause like
Holy
I just
shit.
couldn't. I wouldn't want to fight.
Yeah.
But
I can't
like,
believe he did.
Wow.
Same, bro. Like I give him a lot of respect. Right, in honor of his dad and shit. But yeah, it was just fucking. It was an emotional roller coaster, fucking
Dude.
building up to it, dog. And like that was like I freaked out a little bit before the fight.
Yeah?
I like threw up like 30 times. I was like, yo, I don't know if I want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I got no problem fighting anybody, but this doesn't feel right because like I want to go in there and beat the crap out of this guy, and I'm like, bro, I just like,
But also
I can relate
is-
so much. Yeah, bro, I just want to give you a hug.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody's mom died of cancer. Now his husband's got cancer. So the idea of like beating someone up whose dad just died of cancer is gonna mess you up a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, so just.
But I'm
fucking-
sure he understands, like,
I mean, he
of
fucking
course.
got in there.
Yeah.
he knew what
Yeah.
he was doing.
Yeah, he was clocking you. It's like,
But it was just it was just weird this time around.
What a
wow.
I'm
what
glad
a
it's
quick
over.
turnaround,
Bro.
though, for his dad to get diagnosed and then
That's stage
Pass.
4 for you.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Though. It was throat cancer, so I don't really know much about
Yeah.
throat cancer. But like, I feel like when the promotion told me he got cancer, like I felt it wasn't long. Like it was a couple
Yeah.
days type thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think his dad just passed. And then, yeah, so it was weird.
yeah.
that throat cancer. I mean, I have a guy that I play golf with every Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and he just got diagnosed with throat cancer like 2 days ago.
Weird. What the How do you,
Wow.
is that like
And
a
he's-
smoking?
Yeah, he smoked, but his biggest
Smoking
issue is
and
like
chew.
he can't eat because it hurts.
To eat.
Yeah.
So what are they giving?
So he's got to get like two.
Tube fed.
Yeah, and it's just like he's like, I'm worried I'm gonna die of starvation.
That's what happens a lot with
Yeah.
those kinds of cancers. Stomach cancer too. Like my
Yeah.
grandma died not from the cancer, but because she could not
malnourished.
eat. There were no nutrients would stay in her
Oh.
body. Yeah, and so they just kind of waste away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Lightening up the mood here.
Yeah.
You got,
won, bro.
Yeah, congrats. No, but you got kicked in the nuts,
Yeah.
dude.
What?
yeah.
I've never, bro. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bro. Oh my! I didn't. I thought I was low key. I thought the fight was done.
Really? Yeah. That's
I've never been kicked so hard in my life. For a second, dude, there were so many people, but like
your
all
balls exploded.
bro. That's all. I just wanted
dude,
to
I'd be
check.
so scared.
I just
Like,
wanted to check, and
Do
then
I
like
still have them?
yeah. I started crawling, and then I look at the ref, and I was like, "What do I do?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "Bro, take 5 minutes, dog." And I was like, "All right." Then like I started crawling to my coaches, and then I was like, "You know what? I think I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't get advice during this shit, cause like." I didn't know what to do. My cameraman's over there. I was like, "Bro, I'm fucked." And he's just
He's
like,
snapping pictures.
"Yeah, bro." He's just videotaping. He's like,
Yeah.
and then
This is great content, bro.
yeah, he told me he's got some really fun, like the full on angle.
Yeah.
And but I've never experienced anything like that. in my life.
Damn.
Like it was like
You could have won. You could have been like, hey, I can't, right? Technically, or how would they
that
even
would have happened
disqualification?
Or
I
something.
Maybe a
think it would have
DQ.
been a DQ or no contest.
Oh, okay.
or no contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was so early in the fight they do a no contest up to like 1 minute of
Oh,
the first
sure.
round, and then after that,
That's when it happened. Like first.
it
minute?
happens
think
so
it-
fast.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Dude, people are hyped. The crowd was like,
yeah.
dude.
It's cool now that he's been there 3 times. With
Yeah.
for title fights, like people recognize him, and he's like developing a fan base up there, and so it's not just like me and my parents.
Yeah.
playing.
Let's go, babe. That like even people behind me were cheering you on and like,
That's cool.
That's Cody. Yeah, he fought. And I saw people in there. I'm sure maybe you knew them, but like they're wearing your T-shirt too, and stuff. The yellow
Oh,
one.
I must have known. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of them was like, I forgot the relation, your cousin or something.
Probably.
Someone, I don't know. But yeah, it was just the energy of the room was just wild.
Dude, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Iconic place too. I mean, it's where the Olympics.
Olympic
Curling club, yeah.
Dude, they got gold.
Yeah.
They trained right fucking there, man.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Bunch of
Just
plaques
so
on the wall.
random.
Too.
Superior, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. There was a
have
group
an
from
Olympic-
just
yeah.
like a bunch of like, they were like 30-year-old fucking white guys from Minnesota that won gold in curling.
That's hilarious.
Trained right in there, dog.
Yeah.
Trained right in there. Hey.
I remember watching that. It was fucking electric.
So what's next then? I mean, you got your win. Do you keep
Yeah.
going or what?
Yeah, dog. So they offered me right afterwards to move up a weight class and
Oh.
challenge that champion. So we're gonna do that.
And then what weight class is that?
180,
Okay.
What are you right now?
like right now,
Well,
or like what do
What
I?
were
what did you
you?
fight?
170.
Okay, what are you right now?
Nah, like 192.
Damn.
I usually I walk around like 195.
Oh, okay,
200,
sure.
And then I usually cut down to it,
Dude, 170 is tiny.
bro.
Yeah.
Because you're what, 6'2"?
But 6'3".
Yeah.
Like,
200,
170
like 200 is like a good healthy weight.
Yeah.
Like just but
How was the weight cut though?
this one was chill.
Really?
Really?
I
Except
came
for
in-
the last week out of nowhere.
What do you
Remember
mean?
that? Like he was under 170 pretty consistently weeks before the fight.
Yeah.
And then the week of the fight, out of nowhere, he gained like 5 or 8 pounds. And-
Weird.
And, yeah, I mean,
fucking Little Debbie's,
McDonald's,
man.
dog.
yeah,
Like water weight maybe or something or?
No, honestly, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
real.
think it's
Dude.
the sodium, like all the salt in there,
yeah.
makes it retain all the water.
For
and then
sure.
it's just
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, yeah, I had a lot of cheat meals during this camp.
Yeah,
we were
you
just
did.
chilling.
Yeah.
What's like McNuggets?
Yeah. What's your
Maybe
favorite
Big
Two
Mac.
meal?
McDoubles, 2 McChickens, a 10-piece of nuggets, and a Powerade.
God
Dude, that's
damn.
a fuck ton of food.
Hold up.
Holy shit.
But you make the McDouble and the McChicken. You make them that one sandwich, and then you just got 2 of them sandwiches,
okay.
and then a 10. So it's like 2
But that
burgers
doesn't.
and
It's still
Still
the
a lot
same.
of food, bro.
You lose 1/2 of a bun.
Yeah.
In each of those situations.
It's like but it's not separate. You combine them, you stack them, and then
Yeah.
it's one big sandwich.
What is that called? The McNasty. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That is McNasty. Damn.
What was the fight camp leading up to it like?
Fight camp was sick. We went out to Las Vegas for like the end of it.
Yeah.
So that was super cool. I got to train with the bare knuckle champ right now, Christine Pereira. She's insane.
Was she at your gym a while ago when I filmed? There was a girl there training. No. Okay.
No. That'd be dope. No.
Yeah.
She's just probably one of the craziest athletes I've ever met. She's like literally like a female version of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy.
But her mental, she does like over half of her work is on her mental work, like making
Yeah.
sure
Crazy.
that she is in the kill zone, like the
Locked
killer
in.
mentality. Yeah, locked in, not letting any extraneous crap distract her. And like because of that, she is a monster.
Yeah.
And I mean, like a small monster,
Yeah.
but a monster.
What is she? Did she mention like what she does for like mental? Because I need to do some of that.
Well, she has, it's called Rasha, right?
That's
The name of the company. So
It's
there's
just
a
like
company
this
called
dog.
Rasha that develops like these domes, and then they can create certain high frequency like packages to help you in different ways. So like there's ones that she does.
stuff before.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
432. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess there's a frequency for everything. And they create the frequency and then they lock you in that room.
Created specific for her.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
she has like it's wild.
Just
Like,
yesterday, I was listening to a money frequency. I don't even know on
Fucking
YouTube.
tight.
No idea if it's even true. But I was like, whatever.
Some guy with a kazoo.
But I'm telling you, yeah, I personally think it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he did some like cancer ones out there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, it was wild. It was wild. We did a
Just
lot of
to
that.
fucking even do bare knuckle, you gotta be
Yeah.
crazy.
Psycho.
Dude, They're just, when you meet her, you're like, that's right. There are levels to all of this.
Yeah.
And like,
For sure.
she's there, man. I mean, she's awesome.
I was
like, yeah, just training like, yeah, there's different kind of levels of like champion and stuff. Like, I mean, we were training 2 times a day, and even outside of the training, it was like training / like recovery, and like recovery on that shit is a whole nother level too. Besides like the ice baths, like hydroperic chamber.
Oh, hyperbaric chamber.
That
That shit looks crazy. I
Bro.
couldn't do it. It's like claustrophobic.
I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And shit, so I passed. I
Yeah.
just can't do that one. But like they got it all. Like they got all kinds of crazy stuff, and that's one thing I've been trying to look into a little more is like recovery things.
Sure.
Because like there's so many things out there that like you don't even have to be an athlete. Like there's things that can help you with better sleep or
Red light therapy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
One of the cool things about her too is like because she's a bare knuckle champ, like when she was training with him, she would not let him go like half speed, right? She would just be harder, so that he could really
Psycho.
like get into that zone. Yeah,
Like in a good way. Like that's
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like. No, I never threw up, but there was times. Yeah. There was times. I felt
The
really
first conditioning day.
Bro, I
The
embarrassed.
bad.
Dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I felt,
great.
I probably just. Oh, he's the champion. Like people looked at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm not. I can't. Like, can you jump rope?
When I was like 5.
You can jump rope good.
yeah, dude. I fucking 5th grade. I won like
Jump
jump rope for
champion
hard
recently.
champion, dude.
Hell yeah.
I could do like the
Damn.
fucking octopus shit. Like I could do
Oh,
some tricks
what?
with
Damn.
jump ropes.
I wish we had
I
one
could
here.
rump jump, so
I
I could
know.
be sitting on my ass and jump rope on my ass and shit. Yeah, dude. I was good at jump roping. Just a random fact about me.
Dude,
That's
that's sick.
not something you expect to hear.
No. That's dude.
I got the,
We're gonna.
the double
now
jump
you're gonna have
record.
to bust out a.
I gotta bring
jump
one
rope
in
on
next
I need like
episode.
a speed rope though, like one that
What's
I can
that?
really
I
get
got
around.
the thin
ones?
Yeah,
Damn.
Wow.
You messed up, bro.
but that shit's fuck. It's tiring.
Cardio, yeah.
You do it.
Can't. Well, I can't jump rope. Like I just couldn't jump rope.
That's. I feel like, dude, you box. You
Like
have
the-
to. Like Rocky. Like come
Yeah.
on. Like,
right.
Dude, you can talk to all my coaches, bro.
Coordination or
Every-
what?
I don't know. I'm a pretty coordinated guy, but
He's better when he has an actual jump rope. When he was at the training, all they had were like rock climbing ropes,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh,
that he had to use, so
sure.
it was super heavy and like ripped your hands
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and stuff. And so like the guy running the thing was like, "Oh, you don't know how to jump rope in
Yeah.
here?" I was like, "Whoa,
Damn. Shame.
yeah, shame, shame."
it was
Tough place
it
to
was.
be. Damn.
Nah, but yeah, it was just a different breed out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a cool experience. I mean, by the end of it, I definitely gained my respect, and
There you go.
But like it made me like just want to be more healthier and do more things like because there's levels, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
this
like
can't. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, like I already train with a lot of professional fighters now, and like they're killers, dude. But like something was just different.
I feel like it's good to like surround yourself with those. It sucks to be the best guy in the room because then you're like,
I don't want to do that.
yeah,
ever.
yeah. So you got the W.
Yeah.
What was the after party like? Crazy? Do you remember it?
I remember it. I mean, it was fine. It was fine.
Where'd you
It was
go?
good. We,
At
well,
home
most
or
of the
what?
partying
Yeah,
happens
well,
on
yeah,
the
the
bus. On
party
the way back.
bus. Oh, sure.
You guys did get a
And so
party
then we
bus,
drop
yeah.
people off at their cars or wherever
Sure.
they're going to Uber home from, and some of us then will go back to the house.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. Just
That's
keep going.
awesome.
But I
Um,
guarantee you, everyone in White Bear Lake knew that Cody won the fight that night.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
It was I mean, I don't really drink like that, and so like when it happens, I got sloshed.
Let's go all the way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I?
So yeah, I did that. I really blame my buddy's girlfriend. He just
Why?
She just kept on giving me the bottle,
Oh
and
yeah.
then I guess by then I
Classic.
started chugging.
That's when you
I
get
guess.
fucked.
Bro,
I guess
Yeah.
I just started chugging.
Yeah, it happens. Go ahead, Brady.
I was at the bar last night for date night, just having a few drinks, and they had bare knuckle fighting on TV, and it was really the first time I ever watched it.
Do you know who was fighting?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
Crazy.
Bro.
I mean, there was blood fucking everywhere, and they didn't give one fuck. They were just
No.
throwing
Bro, I've
haymakers.
seen probably some of the scariest like knockouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's reported that it's healthier than regular boxing. It's
Yeah, what is
That
that?
don't make no
because you're gonna
sense.
go out quicker.
It reduces
Yeah.
the
You're gonna
number
like
of
the
head
like
punches,
the
yeah.
boxers
Yeah,
take
true.
repeating, and that shit will build up. But I mean, you just get clipped once and go out. I mean, I'll take that all day.
Yeah, that's true. Because who is
Yeah.
it? Mike Perry? Is it a bare knuckle? Yeah, he look. What?
Yeah, I mean, Mike Perry.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's the only like person I've seen that I think he was on like a podcast who was like known as like for bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That shit's crazy. Dude, even boxing, even pancration,
Yeah,
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, you could.
I want to.
Yeah, you could.
I want to shout out Brady for he made all these questions.
Man, I had about
So good.
a free 30 minutes. Why not?
Yeah, no,
Solid.
so organized.
That's solid.
I wanted to talk about. I think we probably touched on it in one of the podcasts, but how you guys met real quick.
You can talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
hear
yeah,
Joe's
from your
perspective.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe,
Fuck you,
Joe need
Cody.
to talk now.
You talked enough about your fighting.
yeah. Get over yourself, Cody. Jeez.
I'm here too, man. So Cody and I used to live for years. We lived within like 2 blocks of each other, and we had never met. We went to the same restaurant like 7 days a week for breakfast.
Yeah.
And he had a buddy that worked there as a waiter, and finally he was like, "Who's that guy? Like, who's that guy?" And the waiter goes, "Do you mean the guy that has a billboard in the fucking parking lot? Like
Yeah.
that guy?" And Cody was like, "Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy." And so he found me and stalked me on Facebook. He found me on Facebook.
Damn.
And sent me a message. It was the second year of our business, like when I first was running Brayman Brothers with
Yeah.
my brother. And so I got a message from him, and I was like, "Oh, buyer lead."
Yeah. Oh, that's so.
So I was like
funny.
That's
prepping
such
for
a
a buyer
real estate
appointment.
agent.
I was like getting ready. And then I think it was the day before we got together, he said something like super excited for our first date. And I was like, "Oh,
That's
switch some gears here."
But he's like, I don't remember that.
Yeah. But it was a fantastic first date.
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
We went to the same restaurant that we go to
Oh.
7 days a week. Yeah. But for dinner this time instead of breakfast.
Change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was
8.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Yeah. It was January of 2017.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that is such a real estate mentality, though. Dude,
Fuck, right away.
I got a buyer consult
Bro,
tonight.
he
Let's
just
fucking go.
I told my
immediately
brother
thought, he's
about
like,
it.
yo, bro, I'm making some money out of this guy. And I was like, yo, dog, like, let's go on a fucking date
Let's
first.
date. And then he can sell me a house. That's cool. I mean, all right. So obviously, you know, has it been tough? Like who? I don't even know how to go to this, but
You got it. I'm leaving
Just
you.
let it all
the whole
out.
cancer thing. Like how has that been? I know.
How the fuck
I-
you gonna bring that up?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
You piece of shit.
Clickbait, bro. You gotta have
You
that
knocked
for the
down a-
views, you gonna
You gotta
pay
be
that.
whatever.
What the fuck, man?
What'd you say about my husband?
I mean, it's been harder on Cody than me. Right?
Okay.
Like I think it's always easier to be the sick one because you can feel how you feel. Like, you know your body, you know how you feel every day. The spouse is like, you know, they're kind of in the dark, right? Like
Yeah.
they can ask every hour, like, how are you doing? How are you feeling? But no one wants to do that, right?
Right.
And so I think that it was, I mean, it was really scary when we first got the diagnosis because they convinced us it was stage 4.
Oh,
And
dude.
and so that was,
Fucking weird, dog.
yeah, I mean, I got out of the surgery for the biopsy, and the surgeon was right there. So I was like, oh, how did it go? What did you see? And he told me, oh, we won't know anything until it comes back, so probably Monday or Tuesday. And then he just walked out. And then like a minute
Bedside
later,
manner.
yeah.
Jeez.
And like a
Some
minute later,
bullshit,
Cody
huh?
comes in, pale as a ghost,
Oh.
like looked like he had been crying. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, are you okay? And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
That
you
fool- that
have
doctor
stage
saw me.
4. And I was like, okay, this is really confusing. Like,
'Cause
the
the-
surgeon told me nothing and somehow convinced my husband that I was stage 4.
Yeah. What a shitty doctor.
Yeah,
Bro.
What a weird.
it wasn't until we got down to Mayo that we found doctors that, like,
You trusted.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were just really alarmist up here.
Yeah.
And so after that, I mean, yeah, I've still got cancer, but it's stage 1 and it's treatable. And so everything from thinking it was stage 4 onwards just feels like,
Relief.
yeah, just
Yeah.
rub some dirt on it and move on, man. Like, just like,
That's so funny.
Wow. How
Yeah.
how did you guys find out? Were you just like,
this is the
I have
best
a
story.
headache?
yeah,
What?
I've had terrible back pain since like 4 years, since like 2020 actually.
Lawsuit coming.
And I couldn't figure. I went to 5 orthopedic surgeons and 2 like normal family doctors. No one could tell me what it was, and so I finally was getting so frustrated that I just like randomly was scrolling through health partner doctors, right, and just like click. I want someone that I'd never seen before, that knows nothing about me, that like maybe just has some fresh ideas.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, okay, I have no idea what's going on with your back, so let's just get a CT scan. Got a CT scan. Then he calls me back and he goes, well, bad news, bad news. And I was like, what's the bad news?
Damn.
What's the first bad news? And he's like, I still don't know what's going on with your back. And I was like, okay, if that's the least bad news,
Yeah.
what's going on? He's like, you probably have cancer. Like, you need to go do all
Oh
these
my
other
God.
tests.
And then immediately, what was like what went through
Yeah.
your head? First reaction?
Part of my reaction first was just like felt a little vindicated
'Kay.
because I couldn't describe what I felt was wrong in my body, and it was like over the last few months where I was like, this is different pain,
Off.
like and that's why I started to be like, I need to go see a different doctor, because it felt like it was in me, not like my muscles, and
Oh, interesting.
but I had no idea, like I'd never felt pain like that before. And so, I just felt like something was off. And so to me, it was nice because I at least had an explanation.
Oh, sure.
But then it was like,
Oh,
my
shit.
immediate, like when we hung up, I was like, God, I have to talk to Cody.
Yeah.
And it was 2 weeks before his fight. And I was like, well, he's going to kill me if I don't tell him immediately.
Right.
Right. And there is at least a 50% chance that he's going to drop out of the fight. And so
Yeah.
I was just like, I kind of wanted to
Lose.
for him to kill me, but then I was like, no, that's not the right thing to do.
Right. Yeah.
This
You
is
know.
bigger than a fight.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna reset this real quick.
Oh,
He's got to figure it out.
we gotta figure this out, dog. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta make sure the camera's on, dog.
Dude, that's crazy though. Because
Yeah.
I always like, I don't know about you guys, but I've always like talked myself into like, you have a headache and you're like, I know it's a brain tumor. Like late at night, maybe you smoke too much weed and you talk yourself into thinking like,
That's you every night.
That's
seriously, yeah, it feels that
That's
way.
my
I'm
boy.
the
That's
exact
my boy,
opposite
Jeff
of
Moser.
that. Anytime that I feel sick,
Yeah,
I just,
minimize it.
I just don't, I'm like, what is it going to be, cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you just kind of muscle through it.
So what does treatment look like?
It's gonna be annoying, but not bad, right?
Okay.
So it's just gonna be a series of fairly simple surgeries. They gotta take a tumor off the left kidney. Then they're gonna let me choose what I want to do next, whether it's go after the right kidney as well, or when they were looking at my lungs. They were doing the biopsy on my lungs because it looked like it had metastasized to my lungs, which is what would have made it stage 4. They went into the left lung. What they found was benign, despite what that doctor said.
Yeah.
But he said that he saw a bunch of stuff in the right lung
Jeez.
too. But the the stuff that he saw in the right lung was vascularized, which means like it's living, like there's blood going through it,
Okay.
which gives it a higher probability of being malignant.
Yeah.
God, there's a lot of big words being thrown around.
Bro, I like that. That's the first thing that I was like, yo, dog, what? Dude, I need English real quick. What are you talking about?
But
Damn.
yeah, so we're either gonna have them go back into the right lung to see what that stuff is all about, or just take care of the right kidney and then start looking at the lungs.
Are they gonna have to do like chemo after or is it just surgery and it's
just surgery unless what they find in the lungs is malignant.
Yeah.
Then we'll need to do something more systemic like chemo or
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. Well, I'm happy to hear that it's stage 1 and
Yes.
Right.
man, that's crazy. Man.
All these emotions that you guys had to go through, though.
Yeah.
It's been a wild month. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's been probably the biggest emotional roller coaster that I've had since. Yeah.
I'll be real, bro. Like, when the fight was done, like, I had a sober moment, where, bro, I just broke down because, like, been training so hard, been focusing on that, but then it's like, yo, I want to be a good part. I want to just make sure, like, anything this motherfucker needs, it's done. And then, dude, it was just, like, overwhelming, and it's crazy, dog, and he just tries to stay all chill and shit about it, and I'm like, dog, yo, like, this is still real life type shit, and, like, I don't give a fuck if stage 1 or not, bro, like, we just...
Like it's not nothing.
Cancer's cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And then, like, the thing that was, like, really starting to scare me, like, yo, you were just saying, like, your boy just got, like, the throat and shit. Like, the doctor told me, like, when, like, he got diagnosed and all that shit, he's like, yeah, I just met with, like, 4 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, all got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer today. I'm like,
What's going on in society?
Yeah, well, food.
what? Yeah, bro.
Food is the
Well,
only
then-
thing. The only thing all those guys had in common were that they were human beings that ate food.
Yeah.
But it was all the same. It was all colorectal cancer, and so like this is kidney cancer. They're seeing a lot more young people with kidney cancer. So the organs that are processing food are getting hit.
Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
it's
I mean,
just
there's no like
crazy.
science behind that. That was anecdotal.
No,
from the
I mean
doctor.
that's
Yeah.
fair though. That
Yeah.
I mean, especially the food we're eating these days. It's like
Getting the conspiracy right about the
McDonald's
food.
and I was gonna say too that I just saw an article about how now they're finding out the COVID vaccine has like cancer causing like carcinogens in it, and there's a bunch of lawsuits that are coming. Who knows?
Google that.
But
I'm looking
fucking
for every
crazy.
lawsuit there is.
Yeah.
Let me find your phone. They're always listening.
Yeah.
I started talking that shit to Joe. I was like, I'm gonna find these fucking lawsuits. Literally, like
that night.
that night, I'm scrolling. If you got kidney cancer in the last 6
Dude.
months, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, they know everything.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
True.
Yeah, that's wild.
Man, that's crazy. Makes me want to go to the doctor and just get like checked. out.
Right?
It makes me not.
Because you don't want to know.
Because there's like, fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah.
everyone that I see, like, they're healthy. Like, how does this?
See, my biggest thing is like, I do not want to go on a plane because I know I'm gonna pass out and like
Oh, sure.
have a seizure on a plane, and I want to like go travel with Maddie, and I'm like, there's something fucked up with me, and I gotta get it checked out.
How
Yeah.
do you travel though?
Yeah,
You pass out every time you get on the flight.
I would say there's probably like a 70% chance.
brother. There's no
Without
way.
Dramamine, right?
Yeah. Oh, Dramamine, 100% I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with it, I'll pass out.
Tell me how this happens. Like before takeoff or
Dude,
like
just
just
middle
getting
of the
on
flight.
No.
It's
way.
the worst. And let me tell you this:
Oh my god.
I'm going to get engaged.
Oh, do you guys not? Okay.
Dude, you gotta hear this. This is wild.
I'm going to get engaged, first class with my soon-to-be fiance. I'm like, all right, our flight's at 7 a.m. I got like 10 hours before I'm going to ask her to marry me. We're literally playing Mario Party on the Switch because we got the Switch. I was like, this is going to be a blast. We were like, all right, let's take a little nap. It'll be fine. I took a nap, and like I just woke up and I was like, I'm going to pass out. And Maddie goes, what? And I was out. And she
shaking?
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
out.
Oh, like
And she's
You have a
like,
seizure when you pass it.
I don't even know
Something?
what. Yeah. And she's like, the worst part is like your eyes don't ever close.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Oh,
And I'm
You
just like,
lose your shit.
she was
Oh,
like
no.
terrified. And then I just felt like shit. And then every time I'm just puking the whole time right after. So I'm like in first class, like, I love you. I can't wait to be engaged soon.
Yeah.
Like,
Did she know you were going to propose on that
she had
trip?
no clue,
Okay.
which was even
That's
better.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so my buddy Nate, that's on my team. He just proposed to his girlfriend.
What?
Last weekend?
Just last
shit.
weekend?
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, dog.
go.
Dude, he almost had to do it in the airport because security pulled out the ring and
No
opened
fucking
the
way.
But he was like, Lauren wasn't paying attention, but Nate was like, literally yelling at TSA, like, bro, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Like, you know
Bro.
what this is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a young 20-year-old with my fucking girlfriend.
What a dick.
Going to Alabama. Why are you opening this? Like,
Right. Yeah.
They got the. You dropped the ball.
yeah.
Messed up.
But luckily she didn't see everything went well, and
She never saw.
no, she
Hey,
didn't
look
see.
over here, honey.
Yeah.
Why
What are you
Alabama?
doing, dog?
Their
Family or?
his best friend's mom has a house down there,
Oh, cool.
like an Airbnb, so they get to stay down there in like Florida, Bama for
That's
free.
awesome.
Yes.
Wow, congrats, Nate.
Yeah,
That's
for real,
awesome.
That's wild, though.
So the adopting thing, how are we? I need an update.
Well, we originally were going to adopt.
Okay,
Then we decided we weren't going to adopt and we wanted to do IVF
sure.
and surrogacy. And then all of that stuff started happening like politically around IVF.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's very expensive and no refunds
It's
given.
like 30 grand.
It's like 250
What?
for the whole
Oh, yeah.
process.
Yeah.
If
If
you
you're-
get the kid out.
Yeah, because
like
we
quarter.
like a lot of times in surrogacy, there's a woman in the relationship, right? And so like that can carry
Cool.
the child, but so we don't have any of that, right? And so you got to find a surrogate, you have to find an egg donor, and yeah, so it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And so we were like, well, this is a big risk to take if we
no
don't
refund,
know
at
what
least.
direction this stuff is going. And so we were like, let's just
Like
kinda-
politically, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make it more affordable.
Well, but at the
Right.
time that we're talking about is when the conversations around banning it were happening.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were like, okay, well, if we go halfway through this process and it gets banned,
Oh, dude.
you know, and
I'm
so,
not losing 125 G.
yeah,
Fuck
and not
yeah.
getting a baby.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so we were like, let's just let this cool out, kind of see what happens. And then life started to happen, and you know, and then the cancer stuff happened, and we were just like, you know what, maybe we just need to like
Pump
get
the
through this
brakes.
too. So like neither of us want to close the door on having kids, but
I ain't having one. Like with
Yeah.
like
Your heart and
yeah,
stuff.
my heart,
Yeah.
and then like
we need to figure out if what I've got is genetic.
yeah,
Sure,
I just don't
that
feel
makes sense.
right.
Yeah,
having,
that's smart.
I'm not gonna bring no child in the world if they're gonna be set up with either kidney or heart failure.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not right.
Yeah.
I personally feel that way, but I mean,
Have you guys seen? Do you know who Andrew Schultz is? He's a comedian.
Why?
I recognize
yeah.
that name, but I couldn't.
He just
Got
had
a
a
mustache.
Yeah.
He coming to town?
I think
Maybe
he is.
Is
yeah.
he?
I think so.
He's great. He's super funny though. But he just had a special. It's called Life, and it's all about like
On Netflix?
the process of
You hate him.
him and his wife going
Oh, that
using
guy?
IVF though, and it's like hilarious. If you don't like Andrew Schultz though, you probably won't like his stand up obviously. But it was just
He's
interesting.
funny as shit.
It was
I think
interesting to
he's-
hear the process of like, just him finding out that his sperm is like not great swimmers, and then just the whole like how stressful it is going through IVF, but
It's
it's expensive and
it's a wild experience.
Yeah.
Science is fucking crazy. That's all I got.
Yeah.
At that.
Kayla's
Like,
going through it right now.
IVF.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Our team, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, she like. Back to your point, it's fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been flying to Florida because it's like
Is it cheaper?
a fifth of the cost.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So they fly out to Florida. It's way cheaper, but you gotta fucking fly to Florida and the egg retrievals and all this stuff. It's still a
They're
lot.
still going to have to do all the paperwork under Minnesota law, though,
I don't know
for the
that-
parentage. That's
Well, she's gonna carry the baby, so I don't know if that makes a
Oh.
difference or.
It makes
That
some,
makes a
yeah, it
huge
makes a
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they've been just she all she wants to do is be a mom, and she's just struggled, and it's sad. And it definitely it's opened me and Maddie's eyes of like, what if we can't have a kid? You know what I mean? It's like,
Don't even put that shit in your head.
that's exactly what I tell her
Man,
every
if you
time. I'm
having
like,
kids,
it
dog,
don't
it's
matter
all
right
good.
now. Like,
Right.
we're not having a kid tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
let's get married first.
2027.
Step one. Like,
That's funny. Yeah, I feel like people are having like a harder and harder time having kids. I
Birth
don't know if
control.
that's just maybe. Oh, honestly, that could. I don't know.
there's that conspiracy that
I was just about
Yeah.
like, that's a
Yeah,
rabbit
well, I
hole
didn't
because
hear-
I've heard of,
Birth control.
I've heard some
Yeah.
things, yeah, because I think we're like mad, like population wise, like we are not
Declining.
Yeah, we're declining.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
and that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Maddie's
What?
never been on birth
Oh,
control.
Joe.
Maddie's never been.
Joe's
Never.
about to call
Oh, wow.
source check on that.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up,
Yeah.
he's about to source check me.
I mean, no, birth rates are down globally.
Yeah.
Period.
But
But then
wasn't that equal?
no, because they like do actual research around like why like they have interviewed thousands and thousands of millennials, been like, why aren't you having kids? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it's almost all income related.
Yeah.
Like it's and especially
This
because
is
our
valid,
generation,
so.
there was a massive shift from men being like 70% of the workforce in our parents' generation to like almost a flip. Now like women are the primary breadwinners, and so
Yeah.
there's way less women that want to give up their job. Like
Right.
guys never had to give up their job, right?
Yeah.
But it and as much as they say like no, like we've got parental leave and like that type of stuff, it's just like that's not how it works in the real world.
And it's like I used to work at a nursing home. I feel like I mention this every fucking episode. But I did used to work at a nursing home, and a lot of the residents there, they would like talk about like you could work as like a gas station attendant, have a family with 4 kids, and you could be the only one working and still provide. Now it's like a mom and dad both have to work. One just has to work to afford daycare, and they're really only working just to like have insurance.
Yeah.
And it's just the amount of work to, I don't know, it's just crazy.
It's not financially sustainable right now to have
Yeah.
a kid, at least in the United States.
yeah,
But it is happening globally. So
yeah.
this is also the first generation where we are worse off than our parents.
Yeah.
It's the first time it's ever happened.
sad.
And so it's
Cody don't agree with that statement.
We're soft?
No,
no,
we're worse off.
financially.
Oh, I was like,
Cody's like, I just fucking
yeah, I'm
thought
calling something, bro. No.
I'll fight you right now. Yeah, no, I've heard that too, and it sucks.
What do you mean worst off? What do you mean by that?
Financially. So
Yeah, kind of going back to like the gas station analogy you just
Yeah.
made.
yeah, and a big piece of it is real estate. So like in our parents' generation, right, they were able to get into homes, and that's been the biggest driver of wealth for the boomer generation. But the millennial generation graduated within a few years of the financial crisis, and so they were either at the very, very, very beginning of their career, and then the crisis happened, or like us, it was right after the crisis or in the crisis. And
Yeah.
And you're talking like 08, 09, 2010.
08, 09. Like
Yeah.
I graduated in 09. I'd wanted to get into finance. I had sent out over 200 resumes and got 0 callbacks.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, plan B, get into real estate, I guess.
Yeah.
But it and so when your prime earning years are spent working at restaurants, working at places that don't set you up for long-term success and don't allow you to purchase a home, we're seeing it right now. The generation tanks
tough.
financially.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin, he's a few years older than me, but he has like a really expensive graphic design degree, and he's been a waiter for like his whole life pretty much because he luckily found something, but it took him years to like find something, and then he got like super lucky. Tony, my cousin.
Yeah. He cool guy too.
Yeah, really cool. No, he's super artistic, and I don't know. It's
Talking
crazy.
about degrees.
That brings up another good point is like the education it's not that people can't get good jobs, right? It's that they are saddled with so much debt from school that they have no chance to get ahead until they're in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
And so who wants to have a kid if they know for sure that they're going to be in a bad spot financially into their 40s and 50s? You want to add a kid into that situation?
Right. My big thing too is like, after we had Felix, we spend most of our money, like regarding him, like on like diapers. Diapers is like the main thing that costs so much money. It was actually relatively cheap, besides like the birth part of it. But like, diapers and like, I guess clothes, but he doesn't eat that much, or he didn't at the time. So like the first few years aren't that expensive, but I know there's hell to come
just feel
once
like-
he
Yeah,
gets
it's like,
older.
just wait, bro.
Old
Yeah.
enough to do sports, old
Yes.
enough to do,
Just wait till he wants to
And
play
then
hockey
a
or
car,
golf, like,
hockey.
That's
Yeah.
it right there. Like my sister said, hockey is probably the most expensive. Cause
Dude,
the
yeah.
gear's so
Equipment.
expensive.
Fuck.
And then the little whippersnapper growing every year, getting bigger. So you're gonna have to get that new gear every.
That's why I never played. You know, I grew up in Edina, very rich, but single mom, like we couldn't afford like. She's like, you can play basketball.
That's
Yeah.
a cheap sport.
Yeah, you play basketball, and I think she let me play football for a couple years. But again,
Could have
like,
wrestled.
shoulder pad. Yeah, I could have. But yeah, it was just expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dude, golf.
Yeah, so expensive.
Dude.
So grateful to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
To just grow up
Yeah.
playing across the country, you know?
Do you grow out of the clubs too? Like, how often
I mean,
does that happen?
Imagine, right?
yeah, but like when I was like into high school, into college, like right out of college, it was like most of that shit just you get, you know what I mean? I could call my coach and be like, hey, I need this new iron.
And they get you.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Oh, really?
That's how it was in college, but
Like
now
sponsors or?
now I fucking haven't. I probably won't buy clubs for 10 years because I don't.
Gotta
Just
get
not
set.
compete. Like I fucking do real estate now, you know.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But if I
You ever think you can throw it down?
man, we're watching. Have you guys watched Full Swing on Netflix? It's like the PGA Tour documentary. Like
Oh, I'd watch that though.
it's so
I
good.
love that stuff.
And Maddie's like, you know, it'd be really cool. I was like, what? She goes, if I was your wife and you won a PGA Tour event, I was like, fucking let's do it.
Say less.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out there every day.
It's so expensive though. Like,
Yeah.
Is it?
man, to even
Well,
Like,
because
what's-
Even
green fees
playing
alone
golf,
are-
right?
Yeah.
just playing it, the clubs, the balls. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if I really tried to go play in like a PGA Tour event and I actually got to the event, all in would probably cost me $5,000
Wow.
No way.
just to
Jeez.
play. And then if I miss the cut, I get $0. But if you make the cut, even if you finish last, you're probably taking 50 bands.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you win, you're probably taking like 2 or 3 million.
Start golfing.
Yeah.
Like
Start golfing. Yeah.
I just saw like the top 11 richest athletes from sports. Like 6 of them were golfers.
It's fucking
Wow.
sick.
Yeah, like Arnie, Jack,
Is
Tiger,
there a
Phil.
lot of PGA Tour tournaments? Or
There's
just,
one
like,
a week.
I'm gonna push this a little closer.
One a week, but then there's like off season, so like basically from like end of September to like Thanksgiving is off season. There's not a whole lot, but then basically every other week of the year there's a tournament
Bro, you can win 50 bands a tournament.
if you make the cut, but it's a grind.
Yeah.
And just think like, how are you going to travel that much? Because it's like, okay, hey, we're playing in Cali this week. Then you got to go play in Maine. Now we got to be
Oh,
back
fuck.
in Texas. Then up to Minnesota, down to
It's a
Florida.
lot.
Your body's.
But like all of those guys, like if you're on the PGA Tour and like you're in the top 100, you probably have a sponsor with like net jets. So you're getting
What
like
the fuck
private
is
jet.
that?
It's
Oh,
private
he's
jets.
so sick.
So then
I'm looking
they
for
just all
that.
fly private because they travel so much.
Yeah.
Like, Augusta, Georgia, during the Masters, like that week, there's like over 1,000 private jets at that airport.
That's crazy.
That's
Did,
it.
did you ever see, speaking of private jets, Taylor Swift's, like, they did, like, an overview of, in 1 year, like, where she flew.
I
They
haven't
did, like, a
seen it.
sped up animation, and it was, like,
All over.
yeah, one of them was, like, to a city that was 20 miles away. She flew her jet to
But dude, for her, that's probably
That's
almost more
awesome,
safe.
bro.
No, safe
City's
and
20 miles away. Like,
I
let's just
swear to
hop on the
God.
jet real
Where is it?
quick.
It's right there. Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
can see it. Let's fly. Though,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
down the block. Conspiracy theories. Should we get into that real
Oh,
quick?
bro,
Anybody
yes.
have any good ones?
Dude, the pyramids is the hottest topic
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
true.
Say less.
Yeah.
Like,
Say less.
how far down are those fucking things?
No, yeah, I mean, you saw the video that just came out.
Yeah.
Which one?
Miles.
Oh, well, and then also, what
And it's
about
like, yeah, it's like a silo.
the
It's-
other pyramids, like around the world too. Do you think those are
Like
the,
the
same?
ones in Antarctica or whatever?
Everywhere. They have them in Mexico, all over South America, in China.
Joe's got. You have an
Yeah.
MBA, right?
Yeah.
I saw that in your email. I was like, damn, this guy fucking smart.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Joe?
Dude, he about to shit
I
on
mean,
us right
Yeah.
My
Fucking
general
idiots.
philosophy is that everything is possible,
Yeah.
but I won't believe it until I actually like see it from a real source.
now. What's
Yeah.
a
Like
real
the-
source?
So how did the pyramids? How were they built?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like there are theories about it, right? But like
Aliens.
the only evidence
down.
that we have is like, I don't know, mediocre at best.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
because of that, I'm not going to make shit up and choose to believe it.
True.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess.
That's yeah.
Damn.
That's actually
that.
the most logical. I was gonna.
You are smart.
Not
Fuck.
even like how were they made, but like what were they made for? Is really what I'm wondering. I thought it was
Aren't they
like
just a
a
big storage?
energy. What's that?
Isn't it just a big storage? Like,
I
they
don't
just
think
keep it?
so.
I mean, it's supposed to celebrate what
Like
we were
tombs.
told. Yeah, was
Yeah.
that it's supposed to celebrate royalty and that type of stuff.
Like a tomb.
Yeah.
and stuff. I always like after they explained it and the way it looks like some sort of like battery or like energy producing something. At least if that's like just from the like poles and the thing wrapped around it, it looks like it could be like
And then
a
there's water
But,
underneath.
okay, let
something.
me ask
Yeah, I
you guys
don't know.
this. So these poles that
Yeah.
exist,
He about to rip
Right?
right, now. He about to rip.
there's not a single pyramid. I'm asked. This is a question. Is
Okay.
there a single pyramid that has actually been excavated below ground so that we can see those poles?
This is a great point.
Bro,
know.
see, he be
No,
doing
it's
this,
just it's
dog.
all these
That's why I
random
don't
fucking
like
AI
having
graphics you
conspiracy.
see on Reels and TikTok.
Yeah.
Like it's who that's literally some dude could have just gotten on AI and was like come up with a crazy reason that the pyramids were built.
I even heard that too. Some other guy was
I can fun
being,
with it, though.
being interviewed, and they're like, "How do we know this is even true? This could just be made up."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, that's a good point."
Until somebody goes down there. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
No one's gone
Yeah.
down there?
No,
dude, I don't think
so.
somebody would survive.
Why?
I think the
Pretty
pressure would be
deep.
too.
No, it's not that deep.
Dude, it's
No, we could go.
Yeah, it's like
If
a mile down, I think, or something like
If you
that.
go
isn't it?
underground, you could. Right?
Eventually,
it's
there's
the pressure. There isn't pressure in the same way that there is in water, right?
Yeah.
Because like
True.
the pressure when you go down in water is the water,
Yep.
right? It's like a lot of water. But when you dig a hole like mines, right? Like it's not. It's less pressure. It's oxygen.
Right.
Like it's
That's-
really hard for oxygen to get below certain depths.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd love to see somebody go down there. Though it'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome.
Just like fucking find some shit
Start
out.
this.
Just watch them like go down there and there's like a letter or like a book that's like complete in English that's like, this is why we made it. We fooled all you fuckers. Like, we're from planet XYB. Like,
Yeah.
That's probably there.
That would be incredible.
That's what's already there.
Easter Island though, I still think that's crazy.
Wait, what?
I think Easter Island
What's that?
You don't
with
know
the
what Easter Island-
statues on it.
Oh,
like the heads,
Yeah. Did I send you
but their
something?
bodies. It's not just a head; it's a full
Like hundreds
body.
of feet down below the grass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you have a hard out at 3:15, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we hear about like a quick speed run of your childhood? Like
Yeah,
just
okay.
like I mean, yeah.
Sure.
Because I feel like we don't know enough about. I feel like we don't know
We
enough
know
about you. Yeah.
Okay, born in St. Paul.
Okay.
So from Minnesota, grew up in St. Paul in Highland Park from,
Oh, nice.
and through high school. Graduated in 2005, went out to Portland, Oregon to go to college. Was out there for the 4 years of college. Graduated in 2009 when I decided I needed to get into real estate. Drove down to Sarasota, Florida to do real estate in Sarasota for my first year. And then finally got a call back from one of the finance resumes I'd sent out.
Yeah, the 200.
And so went back to Portland to work for Fisher Investments. Did that until 2013, and then
Did you love it? Or
I-
were you kind of just indifferent about it?
It is an amazing company.
Okay.
Everything that I learned about how to build a sales organization, I learned from them. They're the most well-run machine I've ever seen. It's wild. I mean, it's wild. And but I just couldn't work for someone else at the time. Like, I tried it. I loved the job. I loved the people. But I just was not. I was just kind of miserable mentally because like I couldn't do the things that like I was interested in, which is business building. And so I started a business while I was there. It was a network of ATMs throughout Oregon and Washington.
Like cash machines, ATMs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was a franchise. And I got to a point, so I was like 20, I don't know, 3, 4 at the time. And with ATMs, you hit a point where like it's your cash that's in them, right? And you need a certain amount of cash for each machine, or they'll just break down all the time.
Yeah.
And so I hit the limit of the cash that I had, and so I went around to banks all over the place, and I was like, this is working. I have a P&L. I need to scale it. And they were like, we're not going to just give you cash to go put in a box that isn't like affixed to the ground and insured in any way. And I was like, those are really
Didn't
good
even
points.
think about it like that. Yeah.
Fuck.
And so I was like, okay, I hit my ceiling on scaling this one, so I sold it. During that process, I was talking to my grandma, and she's like, how's the business going? I was explaining the scaling issue. She goes, I remember where I was sitting when she said this too. Like, she goes, Joey, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should probably learn how to be an entrepreneur. And I was
God damn.
like, damn, Grandma, but
Chill
you're
out,
right.
Granny.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
so that year, I did two things after that phone call. One is I started researching a chain of movie theaters in Minnesota that I wanted to buy.
Oh, shit.
And the second was applying to business school. And in my business school interview, I was like, look, you guys, I really want to do this. But if I don't, I'm going to buy this chain of movie theaters. I think I have like a higher upside with you, but I'm not going to work for someone else. So these are my two options.
Yeah.
Like, please take me.
Yeah.
Don't let me buy these
Yeah.
movie theaters.
And so that was in 2013. Applied, got into the U of M business school, came back in 2014, and started like the fall of 2014. And then in between it's a 2-year program. So in between my first and second year, that's when we started Brayman Brothers Real Estate here in Minnesota. And then it's just gone from there.
Yeah. So you have brothers?
I have one brother and one sister.
One brother, one sister.
Mm-hmm.
What did your parents do?
My mom was a teacher for most of her career, an EBD teacher.
A what?
Emotional and behavioral disorder.
Oh, okay, sure.
She's about this big and like 80 pounds. And she would go into these classrooms. She would get computers thrown at her, chairs thrown at her.
Why?
I mean,
Just emotional.
EBD,
yeah. I mean,
I suppose that makes sense. Yeah.
they're it's like the most troubled kids.
Yeah.
And she goes, but I can take them all down.
Yeah.
And so like she would practice her like holds and takedowns on us. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
Like, go get it, Mom. My dad was an attorney up until
He wasn't.
yeah, up until he wasn't. And then
That's a good-
he
Very good. Yeah. Well
Yeah.
said.
Yep. And then he transitioned to become a chemical dependency counselor for the rest
Oh,
of his
wow.
career.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where?
Here.
Yeah, I
Minnesota.
mean, which like Hazelden or
Oh yeah, he got his
his-
degree at Hazelden, and
Okay.
then he was at Regions in Edina for
oh,
his
okay.
whole career.
Oh,
Is that
wow.
where you went?
No, I went to Hazelden, and then I went to downtown Fairview.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Good
I feel like
times.
I should know that by now. I feel like I ask every time. Just
Yeah.
Did you see
short-term memory
anybody
loss. You know
famous
Nemo?
at Hazelden?
No, it was like the younger adult
for
version
sure.
one. The other one's in Center City,
Yeah.
which was like the famous one for having like I think
Chris
Chris Farley.
Farley,
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was a quick rundown.
We got
I mean,
1
it's
minute.
3:15.
No,
Ask
but-
him the
Oh,
question.
the question. We'll ask you. How do you want to be remembered when you're gone?
Oh, fuck.
Which sounds so grim because we just talked about cancer, but like we
It's
ask
the question we ask on every
yeah,
guest.
every guest we ask that.
I mean, this is really cheesy, but like I want to be remembered as a really good husband, like a really good family person. Whether or not we have kids, right?
Yeah.
But like, he should have left for like the first 4 years of for the first half of our relationship.
It's a crazy statement.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have stayed with me, and I didn't realize it at the time, but like we were grinding to build that business. From the second I woke up at 4 a.m. to the second that I went to sleep at like 10 or 11, I was working.
Yeah.
I was not there, you know, and so I'm just like so grateful that he didn't leave, and yeah, I just want to.
Dude, that's so
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
But look at Keighley North now. Like, you guys are
Yeah.
incredible.
That's awesome.
You know?
Dude, that's this motherfucker right here, bro. He genius. It's fucking crazy. What up, dog?
I know I do know how to build sales organizations. I will take credit for that. But
That's what the fuck it is.
Well, I mean, so I worked for 3 years as a branch vice president for Coldwell Banker. I was the best recruiter, one of the best recruiters in the country, the best recruiter in Minnesota. I could bring people into a sales organization, no problem.
Yeah.
I lost all of them because I don't know how to foster a good culture. Because I sit at my computer and I work and
Yeah.
I don't stop. And so people would come and they were like,
I'm
like,
here,
who
so
even
now
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? I'm not getting anything from you. And I was like, okay, good point.
Yeah.
And so the only reason that it works is because Cody has been able to create a culture and attract a kind of person
Yeah.
that thrives in our organization. And then I know what to do with them when they're there.
You
right?
guys are like a perfect balance.
Yeah.
Like literally perfect balance for yeah. That's incredible.
I'm just the hype man, dog.
No, dude, it's seriously though.
It has
I mean,
an
you're
impact, though.
You're
Like,
everywhere online.
Always.
Everywhere. I swear to
that's
God.
nice.
Dude, you're just fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
I go into Target,
he's
like I
more-
see you. Like,
No, you guys are like, yeah, you're kind of like the behind the scenes business development. You're the face of it, you know, keeping the culture, you know, going. And
But it's-
that's so good.
it's the whole team though. Like,
Yeah,
you guys are all
it's-
grinding.
Yeah.
Like Josh, Dylan, like you guys are
Bro.
all putting in the work.
Yeah.
I mean, like, granted, yeah, he's the behind the scenes, but it's 100% the team.
It is
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, Josh don't know this, but like, he's changed so much since like day one to like where he is, and like, I even like, did not think he was gonna be the leader that he is today,
Really?
bro.
Yeah.
How long has he been there? A couple
Since
years?
the beginning.
He's been there since the beginning. He's like
He
the
was our
very
first
first
acquisition
employee.
guy.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It's about 3 years.
3
now.
years? Okay.
3 years, yeah.
Huh.
And like he just tried everything but listen. And then like something happened where he just became like, dude, fuck,
leader?
bro, he's the CEO, dog.
Yeah.
It's-
Hands-
Is he a beast?
We got so with Josh
great.
and Tim, we found a combination of people that are like
It's
us.
us.
Yeah.
Josh
Complete
is me, but
opposites.
smart, and then Tim also is systematic and
Yeah.
like patient with people. and-
Tim. I'm trying to think
Tim
if I've met
Rasmussen?
Tim.
I've never had him on the show.
Oh, okay.
He's because he's fucking quiet behind the scenes.
Yeah.
dog.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
tried to
awesome.
tell the guys. I mean, these guys, got the team into President's Club, which is the top 50 in Minnesota for Coldwell Banker.
Yeah.
In
Huge honor.
1 year.
That's insane.
We were fumbling around for the first 3 years. Like, we didn't even have a team in place. We had no systems in place. And so that's when I quit Coldwell. And I was like, this is either going to work or it's not, but like I have to dive in. And the guys did that in 1 year. That's insane. Like, they don't even know how.
Yeah, I think they're kind of a little oblivious to it.
Yeah,
which I
a lot
like.
of them, it's
which
all
I
they've
kind of like
known.
about it.
Yeah, I almost started crying when I was trying to congratulate them the other day, like after the award ceremony.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years now, right? Like, in the industry, and I have never been more proud of anything that I've done professionally than I am of these guys.
That's
like
huge.
It's the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. It's the happiest I've ever been at work. Like, they show me every day, like, why I walk through the door, right?
Yeah.
And but I mean, it's also like, I have the easiest job in the company, right? Like, my only job is
lying.
to make sure that our people make money, to make sure that they make money and that they have a balanced life. And that is like, when that's what you do when you go to work, you can do that forever, right? Because it means that if they're making enough money, they're not going to leave, as long as their balance is right, and as long as, like, you're not a dick.
Right.
And so, like, that's where Cody comes in, right? Is like, he creates a place that people want to stay. I create something that helps them make money, and it's also the first time I've ever been able to build a business where my sole focus was setting my own personal goals about how much money they can make, and then, you know, them setting goals about their money, and that's all I work towards. I mean, yeah, those guys, man. They're just
The
we're
culture
so
there?
lucky.
They're dogs.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Even when we drove out to Superior to film your opponent, like, just the way you guys interact, it's like, oh, dude, they love each other. Like, this is so, like, you guys are all so, like, close, and it's cool to see.
And that is not what I anticipated.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have a lot of boundaries. I thought, like, it was gonna, like, I knew it was gonna be hype and everything, but I thought, like, I'm not gonna be your friend. I'm not
Right.
your friend. They're my brothers.
Yeah. There's
Like,
no ego either. Like, you guys
We all
all
learn
are.
from, like,
yeah.
that was the biggest thing that, like, I told Joe. I said, everybody that we hire needs to be better than us. I want to learn
Smart,
from them.
yeah.
I want, like, how can I obtain shit where, like, they brought this to the table, now let me praise you and help you find more ways to create opportunity for yourself and obviously for the company. But overall, let's still achieve your goal.
Yeah.
Cody drugged me kicking and screaming
Oh, I thought
into
you said,
the
Cody drugged me. I was like, oh, I did not do that, bro.
into, like, the boss version that I am now, where I do try to foster relationships with the team. Like, I had such a big wall up because in my head I was like, that's not my role, right? Like, my job is to make sure the system works. And every day Cody was like, Joe, you're a fucking idiot. Like, get it together, right? Like, these are human beings that want to have connection to people and that want to be able to learn from your experience in the industry. And I was like, fine. And and so I was like, that was also when I quit my job. I was like, you know, I'm not doing it right.
What do you think the wall is from? Like, why do you put up a wall? Is it like a defense mechanism? Is it?
I think it's. I mean, one is all I've ever known. Like, all I've ever known is setting a goal, and then you don't stop until you're there. And
What happens when you achieve it?
you set
Another
goal.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot.
But it's, you know, it's the result of that mentality is burnout 100% of the time. And I could feel myself starting to burn out. And I was like, Joe, you know, like, maybe you need to shut your mouth and listen to your husband, right? Like, he's the guy that understands the team. He knows who they are. He has close relationships with them. And you're doing the same shit you've always done. You're going to burn out.
Yeah.
And so you know, I was just like, it's either I burn out or I trust what he's saying and I just do it.
Yeah.
And it worked, you know.
That's awesome, dude. You guys are, it's cool. Yeah,
It's
you guys
incredible.
are awesome. I fucking love
Thanks,
that it succeeded, and your new office is incredible, and it's just I'm happy for you guys.
You can talk about
Wow, just sign the paper. We're knocking, or we're expanding.
What
Damn.
like,
in the
like-
building?
Yeah, so it's like where like the main office is. They had another office unit for sale.
Yeah.
We just bought that, and we're gonna like knock out the wall and just make one big one.
God damn, that's
Yeah.
sick.
We got the original office for our wholesale team.
Yeah.
And
Now he started the traditional team.
Yeah, and so with the traditional team, we just don't have enough space for them.
Yeah.
Because we
It's
make our
two different
people come
jobs,
in,
yeah.
right? Like we make them come in to prospect, to be around each other, to learn from each other, and we've got like maybe 100 square feet for all of them right now.
Oh, damn.
I was like, this is not sustainable. No one's
Doesn't
gonna want
look
to come in
good.
here.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna
Dude, that's
top it out
awesome.
and hopefully have about 40 agents over the next year come aboard and get things rocking and rolling.
Dude.
It's a grind, that's for
Bruh.
sure.
Fuck.
Like that's it. Like that's all I'm dedicated to right now. Is like obviously like the content and just like building relationships and recruiting
Yeah.
for the team. Now.
Well, and we only have 3 people on the traditional team, but in like 30 days, they signed 6 listings and are not stopping. We just signed another one right now. And every time that they do that, it's a requirement at all of their listing presentations that they bring a signed cash offer. And so both of those teams are building each other, and it's just going to be exponential
it's hand in hand
from
for
there.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have any other?
You want to talk about the?
yeah, bro, you can't
What?
do that shit, bro. What?
Have you guys heard about the? Do you gotta go, Joe?
Yeah, I should go.
No, you're good, Joe.
He goes, I want to talk about conspiracies. Can Joe go?
I'm just gonna dunk on him.
Please, man.
Joe, thank you for doing it, dude. Seriously, you're awesome.
Thanks for coming,
Appreciate
brother.
you coming.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, what the fuck? He look at me. I ain't gonna kiss you. Nah, yeah, you is.
See you later,
Later.
Joe.
Oh, hey.
Do you want to tap his mic real quick?
You
His.
want this?
Oh yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah. What did you want to talk about?
Okay. So
Oh shit.
Let me make
There's-
sure here.
now we can talk about the good
This
shit.
is gonna be.
Oh yeah, we talk about
The
everything.
boss is gone.
We talk about everything now, dog.
Okay, so there's this. I'll wait for Jake.
Fucking Jay, bro.
I know.
Tell me.
Is
All
this
right.
an impulsive one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh shit.
There is. No way, Maddie just got called. Maddie got called a very handsome owl. What does that even fucking mean?
By who?
By a dude?
By somebody. Yeah, at the bank.
Is that good or bad?
What was
You're
the
a girl.
context?
Yeah.
This is all I
Like
got.
that just
I
hey,
just
you're
got-
a handsome owl.
I just got told I look like a very handsome owl. How was your day? How was your day going?
Maybe it was a little kid that.
Hopefully. Anyway, okay, back to this. So there's this this theory. It's called like the baby in the womb theory.
Okay.
Okay? I'm just gonna play it. You guys listen, and we'll talk.
After
Okay.
that. Okay.
One of my favorite stories is in a mother's womb with 2 babies, and one turns to the other and says, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replies, "Why, of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" "I don't know," said the second, "but there'll be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses we can't understand now." First goes, "That's ridiculous. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, that's absurd. The umbilical cord is what scientifically supplies nutrition and all that we need, but it's far too short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded." And the second says, "What if it's just different than it is here? Maybe we don't need that physical cord anymore."
Bro, this is wild.
The first goes, okay, if there were life after delivery, then tell me, why has no one ever come back from there?
Damn.
Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere. And the second says, but certainly we'll meet Mother, and she'll take care of us. The first goes, Mother? You actually believe in Mother? If Mother exists, where is she now? And the second goes, she's all around us. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. And the first says, I don't see her. It's only logical that she's not here. To which the second replied, sometimes when you're in silence and you really listen, you can perceive her presence. You can hear her loving voice calling down from above. One of my favorite.
Damn.
Thoughts, comments?
Dude. So
bro, I'm going right now.
my first takeaway is like people that are like, I don't believe in God, whether it's like a man-made religion, God. Like to me, it's like there's a lot. I'm trying to unpack it real quick, but like, yeah, it's trippy. It's like basically a symbol of like, all right, our life now. What's after it? God being the mom.
Yeah.
Like, well, I can't see God. I can't, whatever. But I don't, that didn't make any sense. But that was interesting.
It made sense.
Yeah, no. That
What
made-
I said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
total sense.
All right.
No, you're good.
That's like kind of what I was gonna go on
Yeah.
to, but like, yeah, they basically just demonstrated life on Earth, but fucking
Waiting
In the womb.
for the afterlife.
Yeah.
like, because I mean, we have all the exact same questions right now. What's after this?
Yeah.
No one knows.
Right.
No one's came back. Like,
Yeah.
That was the biggest one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we've never.
Why would
That's
you go
crazy.
back?
So
I mean,
Right.
maybe you want to, but you
Yeah.
can't. You're
yeah,
not going
I mean,
back in that
that's-
womb.
That's deep.
You're not going
That's
back in.
Like,
What is that from? Is that done on
yeah,
another
like
podcast?
where did you find that?
Man, I just find shit. All right.
You just be finding these crazy.
The,
No, it was on Impulsive. It was their newest episode.
Oh,
today.
okay. The people though
It
that
was like, yeah, they were talking about
that
shit.
die and then come back, they're always like, I felt like the most.
Reincarnated people?
Yeah. Well, no, that die and then get resuscitated.
I literally just saw a video of some guy doing that.
Crazy. But like a lot of people say, like it's like the most overwhelming feeling of love when you're gone. Or it's like, why would you ever want to come back?
Yeah.
If you could even consciously like think.
Understand.
So
Yeah.
like dying is the over sensation of love, or coming back.
Dying or being dead. But I've also heard a lot of people that they have different experiences.
Yeah, I've had one. I mean, I woke up on some crazy shit happened
Overdose?
in my life. No.
No.
But, selling some drugs, and someone put a drink or
Something in your drink.
yeah, and I had a heart attack.
Damn.
And like I've heard stories of like I went to heaven or I went to hell, like, and I don't know if I was alive or dead, but like all I know is like I woke up like on life support and stuff, but like
Fuck.
black. I mean, it was like I didn't exist, nothing like.
Yeah.
I
Did it
barely-
feel like a blink?
a blink of an eye?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like I
that's
didn't
so
have
weird.
like my whole life flash before my eyes. Like I remember like it's like if you've ever been like choked out or like fainted, like
All
the
the
little
time, yeah.
tinglies, yeah, the little tinglies come,
Every flight.
and it's,
Yep.
and it's literally like, oh, I'm fucking, that's it, dog. And like I knew I was like, oh, I'm dying.
yeah.
Damn.
I like I remember I like woke up on the life support, and like I guess that's not like normal.
In the
or something.
hospital or in the
hospital.
ambulance?
Wow.
No, in the fuck.
Crazy.
Not even crazier.
Who the fuck is calling me? They should know
My,
better.
uh,
Don't
She
fucking
trying to
call.
figure out what that means, bro. That's
Fucking
that's
handsome owl.
weird, dog.
The,
You better
uh,
ask what bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
What car was he driving? We're gonna go.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. yo.
I think I told you about it, but my buddy David, who got in the car accident and he was in a coma.
Oh yeah.
And I was asking him, we grabbed coffee. I was like, so what was it like when you're in a coma? Do you remember anything? And he's like, I remember distinctly being like against a wall or standing, and then there's like a translucent window. So like it's like a blurry
Oh shit. Okay.
like matte window, and then he could see people behind that waiting in line, just standing there. He's like looking through it. He can just make out the figures of people, and then someone like walked up to him and didn't say anything, but like could hear what they were saying, and it was like a lady, and they just go, "We're not ready for you yet." And then he like woke up, I think, out of his coma, something like that. But I was like, "That's fucking."
Ain't gonna lie,
nuts.
that would have radically changed my life. If
Yeah.
if something
Yeah.
like that happened to me,
Fuck yeah, dude.
like
My
I'm
life's
gonna
changed forever.
Yep, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
What was that? And like, how do I?
How do I
make
go
sure-
back?
Yeah, I need to make sure
How do
I'm
I go?
going
Yeah,
there.
it would definitely make me less afraid of death. Are you guys afraid of Are you afraid of dying?
I don't think I'm afraid of dying. I'm afraid of my loved ones being sad.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be
Yeah.
more upset about. Not that the fact that I'm actually dead, but that my like family is sad.
Yeah.
Because I never want to make my family sad. You know?
Yeah.
That
I'm like,
that's
a good
I'm
point.
in the same boat.
it's just like, I mean, I've lived a pretty great life. I'm not
Yeah.
23. I mean, I made it.
Dude, just
You
wait
know,
till
that's how
Yeah,
I
bro,
feel.
you balling at 23.
wait till you're in your
That shit.
30s, dude. It gets better, especially after you have a kid.
I mean,
like-
after you're still in the game and you fucking hit the 30s, bro, you're gonna be fucking balling.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I
yeah,
just
you're
am
gonna
so
be-
happy with life right now.
Yeah.
I even
That's-
told, I told Maddie that. I'm like, she's like, you want to have a kid? I was like, yeah, but like this life is fucking amazing right now.
That's super.
Enjoy
cool.
it
And
now.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking enjoy it.
Yeah.
Especially like, bro, you're creating such a beautiful foundation right now. Like,
It's just so much fun.
fucking have some fun. Like,
Yeah.
Especially you're creating all these memories with Maddie and these
Yeah.
moments. Y'all need to enjoy that shit because
Fuck
that
yeah.
shit, like, it's crazy. All the old timers be saying this dumb shit, but shit do change.
Dude, it
And like,
does.
it is what it is. And
Enjoying the journey.
It's like, it's so
like, I think that's the hardest thing right there. I think
For sure,
we
yeah.
all hear that enjoy the journey, but like, man, try to just slow down a little bit and enjoy it because I mean, it's everything's fast paced, especially
yeah.
as a entrepreneur. So
Yeah,
it's
dude.
hard to sometimes slow down, but it's, damn.
I was telling my mom too. I was like, man, if I just made X amount of money every month, she's like, I promise you, like, it's never gonna be enough.
Yeah.
It's like then you hit that number, and then you're like, oh, but I just need to make this much now more, and then I'll be happy and content. It's like, no.
You know, it's really funny. We talked about that on this podcast with
Yeah?
Nathan Atkinson.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, money, and you guys are like 10K a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, 25.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting in fucking my first day on the Tyler Miller team. I was like, man, if I can make 10K a month, like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then you fucking get there and you're like, fuck, man, I need
20K.
I need 20 now.
20K.
Bro, it gets crazy. I think that's the coolest thing I like about real estate. But then at the same thing, I know after consistently making that 10, 20K ain't enough for what it
Yeah.
ain't enough.
Yeah.
And then
The goalpost always gets pushed.
further and further.
Yeah, yeah.
You
But you
change
gotta-
the way you live your life.
Right,
the way
you
that
adjust.
eat. Maybe, you spoil yourself a little bit. For sure, all healthy things, but it's like the more money you make, the more responsibilities and bills you're also
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
have that like I feel like so many people it's
You're
you
spoiled
forget.
changes too. It's like
For sure. Yeah.
being spoiled used to be, hey, we're gonna go out to dinner once a
McDonald's.
month.
Yep.
And
it
now
was the-
spoiling, it's like, fuck, we gotta go to Greece. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you
But
know what I
like
mean?
that's a real thing
Yeah.
that like you think
Dude, Tyler's leaving for Europe for a month on
That's
Monday.
so sick, though.
he's gonna have so much.
Is he going like all over? or
Yeah,
is
they're
he-
doing, like,
Yeah,
a-
Germany, Italy, Rome. I mean,
Damn.
fucking everywhere.
That's gonna be
That's so
sick.
cool.
He's staying in
Bringing the whole
Switzerland.
fam, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be
Switzerland?
Switzerland for like 15 days.
so cool.
Dude,
that is sick.
their VRBO they got out there.
Wow.
Their balcony, he was showing me photos. Is like he can sit. He's in the mountain valleys, and then on the right side there's 2 waterfalls
Shut
that are like
up.
100 feet tall.
Oh.
I'm like, bro.
Bro, I would just stay there, just
It's
I
like,
was like,
just listen.
I was like, bro, you're never coming back.
Yeah.
like,
literally.
it's like
Oh my-
infinite content. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about like.
Bro,
This is such a
non-stop,
fucking.
bro.
Just
Non-
wait. This is all Tyler's whole feed's gonna be for the next month.
Yeah.
Is he bringing
yeah.
a drone?
No.
Oh,
Bro,
No, he's
that would
not.
be cool.
He's-
leaving the balcony, going right
Fuck
by the
yeah.
waterfall.
Dude.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be I get to run the team with Kayla the next month, so we'll see.
Are
how
you
it
excited?
goes.
You'll be fine, dude. You're gonna do great.
We'll have fun,
All right, my camera turns
But are
off in
you
2
excited?
minutes
dude. I'm pumped.
to run it.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's just like being sales manager now. It's like you take that first leap, and now it's like, okay, he's gone. Now it's my turn to really.
This is your show now.
Yeah.
Show them what.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be fine though.
Yeah. I'm not too worried.
Yeah. Yeah.
How big is the team?
30.
So I don't give a fuck, bro. You still gonna be nervous.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
We've almost sold 100 houses this year already.
That's fucking.
That's
so
huge.
cool, bro.
I think we're at like 95 or something like that. Right
That's
now.
savage.
Yeah.
What were you at last year? Around this
At this time, we're probably closer to like 50, 60.
Wow.
That's
Double,
a huge step up.
basically.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's
better
sick.
market, more dedicated agents helps too.
That's.
you know?
Yeah. That's a big one. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys like, dude. The big thing is culture, dog. You guys have a good group of people, and like, I don't know, y'all are young. I feel like
Yeah.
your team is pretty. Like, it's
Very
all
young,
young,
yeah.
and like, you guys have like a good energy / like a grind. Like, let's just grind and let's
Yeah.
do it, and then because like you all know, like if you get people underneath you, and you can build shit. You can build something.
Yeah, prestige worldwide.
That's
Fuck yeah.
sick. I got a piece so bad.
All right.
Do we have any other? You guys think of anything or?
I'm not really thinking right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I love that.
Cody, you're the man,
Bro, thank
dude.
you.
Fucking awesome. Great to see your fight.
Yeah,
W.
Appreciate it. Hey, where'd you get your wedding band?
All right, dude. Well,
Sorry,
this is like
Jake,
our
you're gonna
second-
piss
No,
your
you're-
pants.
This could be off camera. So like I
Oh, okay.
lost my first wedding ring, and that was like Joe found those ones. But this is the Eora ring. Have you heard of those?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
So I
like to
just got-
check your body.
Yeah. So like,
Maddie's got one of those.
Yeah. So I told Joe, I was like, instead of me just getting another wedding ring, let's just both go get these.
Yeah.
So we got.
Yeah, I saw
these.
he had the same one.
Do you like it?
I personally do. It's got like a
Sleep
8-day
and-
battery life.
8?
8-day.
How do you charge it? Just like
It's
set
got
it
a
there's a
little
little
thing where you
fucking-
just put it on it.
Yeah.
But like it tracks, bro, everything.
Fuck.
Sleep, anxiety, stress. Like it lets me know like when like obviously like when I'm not in like deep REM,
You're good.
like when I'm not in deep REM sleep, it'll be like, yeah, it seems like you moved around in your sleep.
Yeah.
And like it was cool. The heart rate stuff. I mean, that was the main reason why I got it. It was like
Sure.
the heart rate stuff, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's like the fucking no different than your Apple Watch or like.
Oh yeah.
But
Fitbit.
I just like it that like it can be here. I can train with it, run with it. I always just gotta take this off, so it's nice to just get those metrics now. But,
Yeah.
But other than that, like
Fucking- That's
Yeah, that's the
exactly
same.
what I told
Yeah,
Maddie.
yeah.
And she's like, no, I fucking need this thing. I need the
That's
Oura
what I-
ring.
yeah.
She goes, it's going to help me get pregnant. I'm like, we got 2 fucking years, dog.
Like, I have
We
a
don't
dick,
need
you have a
this
vagina,
ring.
we don't need
she
help.
said the ring's gonna help her get pregnant.
Yeah, because you can track your ovulation. And
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
See, didn't know that either, dog.
obviously,
that-
yeah, it
that's-
tracks your period. It does, but here's the thing.
That's why.
She don't
Yeah.
she don't wear it anymore.
When'd you get it?
She got it around Christmas.
She doesn't wear it anymore.
What?
She was like, I don't really like it. I'm like, I told you.
Oh my, and that's like $400.
500.
She got it for 300.
Still,
What the fuck?
damn.
She got
That's a-
silver.
Oh, okay.
Gold was more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would totally would have got silver.
Gold
I
looks sick.
think-
Is it real? It's not real gold. Probably
No.
plated, right?
Yeah, that's got the little sensors in it and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
My ring, I think, came in
actually,
today.
yeah, it is real gold. I think they said that on the box.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean they could lie,
That's cool.
but it's nice.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, are you gonna do?
I think mine came in today. I
Oh,
gotta pick it
really?
up, yeah.
Are you
Oh,
gonna pop that
shit.
bitch on right away? Or
I
you gotta
probably
wait,
will.
you gotta wait?
Yeah.
I'll wear it because it's fucking sick.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's just a
What color?
what? Yeah.
It's black,
Okay.
but then in the middle of it,
Huh?
I have my elk tooth crushed up in the middle that I shot when I was 6.
That's sick.
You gotta send us.
And then you know what else I did?
What?
I got the same exact ring for my dad.
For your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Bro, he be doing all this sappy ass.
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Well,
This shit
so
ready.
so my dad gave his ring to my brother
Yeah.
because he got it from his dad, and his dad got it from his dad, so it was a generational. And my dad's just got a rubber one now.
Yeah.
And I was
You gotta
like,
get 'em
man,
right.
you gotta
Oh,
get
those, like,
you gotta
silicone
get, yeah,
ones
you
or
gotta
whatever?
get one cool. So he's gonna get.
Does he know?
Yeah, because I had to get his ring size.
sure.
I was
Like,
like,
you
yo, what's the
gotta
size of your
drop it on
ring?
the-
Like,
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
but
sick.
and then you know what he told me? He was like, well, when your son gets married, I'll give him mine. And I was just like,
Aw.
bro, don't do me like
yeah.
that.
That's so sweet.
But he will.
He definitely
he
will.
definitely will. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
and now
good.
I'm gonna have fucking 2 girls probably, and then
Well, he can give it to their husband.
yeah,
or
if we
whatever.
like
Oh,
them.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, true. All right, about to piss my pants.
Yeah.
All right, don't
Cody,
do it, please.
Thanks for coming on. Congratulations on the W. You and Joe are awesome, and yeah, appreciate you. All right, man.
See you next week.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Hit that bell.
notification bell. Goodbye.